Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome back to my channel Leela Web Dev. So we are learning about the design patterns, right? So now in this video we will learn about the another design pattern that is nothing but decorator pattern. So what is this decorator pattern? Decorator pattern normally what it will try to do is it will allow us to add a new behavior to an object dynamically. So without modifying the original class. Normally we have learned about the solid principles that we need to follow the open closure principle, right? This decorator pattern makes you gives you the best behavior, that is nothing but not modifying the original class. Instead of changing the existing code, so we wrap the object with the another object. Let's say that imagine that you have an API call. So let's say that you are having an API call which gets the fetch data. Okay, so now you are having an API call, the fetch data, this is an API call. Now your manager says that, so add logging to this one. So you have added logging to this one. Then you need to add the caching to this one. So tomorrow they will ask you to add another one, something like retry logic. So like this, they will be going on asking you to add the behavior or to add the features for this fetch data. So what you will try to do normally, so you will go on modifying this fetch data thing, right? Modifying the same class again and again. That is the exact problem where we solve it using the decorator pattern. So let's try to implement this decorator pattern so that you can able to understand the real-time example. So I will try to show you. So let's try to implement this one. So before that going to this one, so what is decorator pattern? So I already told you that decorator pattern allows us to add a behavior to an existing object dynamically. So without modifying the original class. So that is the main definition of this decorator pattern. Instead of changing the existing code, so we wrap the object with another feature with an object, and like that we'll go on wrap the object with another object. So where we use when we use this decorator pattern is, so we use decorator pattern when we don't want to modify the existing code. So when we want to add a new features like logging, caching, validations and something like that. And if you want to get a flexible combination of behaviors. In real world applications, this is used everywhere. So now, before jumping into the code, so you need to remember the three important things. So three important things you need to remember. So what is these three important things is, a decorator wraps an existing object. It delegates the original work to that object and it adds extra behavior before or after. Also remember that this pattern uses the composition, not just only the inheritance. So that is what I want to tell you. So now let's try to implement the thing. So let's say that I am having a something like fetch to do. Okay, so fetch to do we are having it, and it will take the constructor. So simple thing I will try to use, it will take an URL, and here I can have this dot URL is equal to URL. Okay, and let's say that we will be having an execute method. So async execute. So in this execute, so what I will try to do, so let data is equal to await fetch of this dot URL. So I am using the fetch of this dot URL. Now we will be getting this one. So here I can use something like data. So we will get is equal to await data.json. So you got the JSON and I want to return the data. That's it. So now we have got this one. So now let's try to execute this code. So with a simple example. So let's say that I will be having something like let's say async. So we are having an async call, right? So I will call inside this one. So now inside this, so what I would be trying to do here inside this one. So now here what I can do it is, let fetcher is equal to fetcher is equal to new fetch to do of, and I want to pass the URL. So I have a JSON placeholder URL just in order to mimic the data, and here I can paste it like this. So that's it. So now if I want to get it means, so console.log await fetcher dot execute. So we have the method and I will be executing like this. So now if I try to go into this one, so let's clear it off. And here I can call node API decorator.js file. And here we are able to get user ID 1, title and all those things. So we are able to get the response if you try to see it clearly. So now what I want to do, so now let's try to implement another scenario. So now here, now the thing it has asked is, so it takes a basic thing. This is our base class. It takes a URL and makes an API call returns the JSON data. This is the core functionality, no extra features, nothing. So what we need to do is we need to apply the logging functionality. So that means when is the request started and when is the request ended. So like that we need to start this one. So what we can do it is, so now here the decorator comes. So for this decorator thing, first one part what we need to do it is we need to create the base decorator. So here I can do something like class fetch to do decorator, and it extends the fetch to do. Okay, so now here I can have the constructor. So you will get the constructor, and you can have something like so if you don't have this one also not a problem. So we need to have if you don't have this one also no fine, we need to have it constructor, and here you need to send the fetch to do. Okay, fetch to do, fine, and here you need to call the super of fetch to do dot url. So we are passing, and here I can do this dot fetch to do is equal to fetch to do. So I am saving it in this one. That's it. So now here I will be having an execute method, and here I can do something like return await of this dot fetch to do dot execute method I'm calling it. That's it. So now let's try to have it async. So this is our base decorator. So I will try to explain you clearly. So this is the foundation of this decorator pattern. It takes the existing object. So whatever the existing object we are having it takes the existing object, stores inside the this dot fetch to do, and simply forwards the call. So that's it. It doesn't do anything. This is called as a normally delegation. So very important is we are not calling the super dot execute here. So we are calling this dot fetch to do dot execute, because the real behavior comes from the wrapped object. So that's what I am trying to do it. So fine. So now we got the thing. Let's try to have another one, something like a login decorator. So if you want to have a login decorator means, so just you can have class logging decorator extends the fetch to do decorator. Okay, so fetch. So this is our base decorator. So always you will be extending. So now onwards you are trying to add the features. So here what I can do, I can have a simple thing execute, and in this execute, so what I can do, so I can do whatever the logic I want. So here I can write something like request started, and here I can do constant data is equal to await this dot. So you will be able to have the this dot fetch to do dot execute. So why? Because so fetch decorator itself has a this dot fetch to do, so that's why I can able to do. And here I can do console dot log request ended. So just I am doing the logging, and here I can return the data. That's it, finish. So now we have a login decorator, and we are able to get this one. So this decorator adds the logging. Before calling the API, the request is sorted. After response, request ended. But notice carefully, it still calls the this dot fetch to do dot execute. So the original functionality is preserved. So that is one. That is one thing. So here, if I want to do it, this one means, so here what I can do it is, so just I can do fetcher is equal to new login. So if I want to add the login functional means new logging decorator of, I can send the fetcher directly. Sorry, not fetch to do fetcher. Okay. So now if I try to execute this code, so what will happen? Let's try to see. So here request started, request ended, and you are able to see the output. So that means, so we are able to add a new feature, that is login decorator. So now what I want to do is, now the manager asked you that, okay, fine. So you are calling this one. So implement the cache behavior also. So what can I do here? I can create another one, something like log cache decorator extends. So the base fetch to do decorator. So it should be always extending this one. And here what you can do it is, so here what we'll have, so we will have the async execute. Okay. So now we need to save it in a cache URL. So instead of that one, so what I can do, what can I do? So constructor, and here what I can do it is, so here we will be getting the fetch to do. Okay. So we will be having the fetch to do, and I can pass this one to the super of fetch to do, and here I can have this dot cache is equal to This.cache is equal to empty object. I can do it. Now in this execute thing, so what can I do it is, so here I want the URL constant URL is equal to this dot fetch to do dot URL. So I got the URL, and next what I want to do it is, so here I can do if this dot cache of URL, if it is there means, then what can I do it is, so here I can do console.log cache hit, okay, and I can return the cache of URL. So now if it is not there means that, then what I can do, so here I will do the console.log cache miss. So I am the cache is missing. So what can I do it is, so here I can return the data something like, so constant data is equal to await of this dot fetch to do dot execute. So we are having the fetch to do dot execute, and now here what I can do, this dot cache of URL is equal to data. So I am saving the data. So next time we will not call this one. So here I will return the data. That's it. So now if they asked you to this one means, so then what I can do, fetcher is equal to new cache decorator of fetcher. So you will be having the fetcher. Sorry. So that's it. So now we got this one all. So now what can I do here? So now if you try to execute the same thing, I will try to execute the same console.log. This time if you try to see it, so node API hyphen decorator. So first time is cache missed and return cache of URL. So what is that I am trying to do? Any mistake? Cache hit, return cache. Oh, sorry. This one should be this dot cache of URL. So fine. Let me clear it off. And here if I try to request start request ended, second time is cache hit, and instead of calling the API, we are getting directly the data. So this is what we'll be trying to do. So now this decorator adds the caching also. So now let's understand what is happening here. So you need to understand what is happening here. This is called as a decorator pattern. So we create the base object that is nothing but fetch to do. Okay. So we wrapped it with the login decorator, and we wrap it again with the cache decorator. So like this, so internally it becomes something like cache decorator, login decorator, and the fetch to do. So now when we call, first cache decorator will execute it. Internally it will execute the login decorator, and inside this login decorator again it will execute the fetch to do. So now when we call, executes the first the cache decorator, then the login decorator, then actual the API call. So this is called as a layered execution. So this is what it is called as. So first call, what it will try to do, it will miss the cache, request started, and it will execute this one, and the request ended, and again it will goes to the cache hit. The next time it will go to the cache hit and no API call. This shows how powerful decorators are. So that is what about I was trying to do. Even though we are using extends and something like that, this pattern is not about the inheritance. It is just wrapping objects. That is what I am telling you. And delegating behavior using this dot fetch to do. This is the core idea. So let's quickly summarize what we have learned. Decorator adds the behavior without modifying the original class. It wraps objects, uses delegation, supports multiple layers like logging, caching, and all those things. This makes you code flexible and scalable. In the next video, I will try to show you the same decorator using the functions, which is even more powerful in the JavaScript. So don't miss this one. So that's it guys about this concept, decorator pattern. Hope you understood about this concept. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.